to help each other. Let's try to lean in and support and gain insight and wisdom from other people's experiences. How we do one thing is how we do everything. And therefore, it's so important for gatherings of this nature, of discourses and conversations of this kind, so that we can all come together and give our input for the policy intervention, and most importantly, the societal mindset shift that we need. The paradigm shift needs to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, recent elections, very, very forthcoming. I was very happy to learn that in Chitral, women have effectively come up and said that we are the official kingmakers. There was a 57% voter turnout of women alone. That deserves a big round of applause.
Nobody is going to deny that the inclusion of women and their participation is not a priority. But when it comes to actual implementation, that's where we see a big gap. And I've learned from my own experience that there are three things that really matter for effective inclusion of women and their participation in all walks of economic and societal life. I think the first one is an explicit policy. You need to have an explicit policy, and just to cite as an example, when I was the Minister of Social Protection, one of the first things I did was to have a very explicit policy under the framework of the program that we ran then, which was called SARS, which by the way we mentioned fashion. And we said there's a 50% plus policy for women and girls. And in financial terms, it translated into a 98% policy by the end of the 4 years. We made a conscious decision that all the stipends that we give out are going to be weighted in the favor of the girl child. That's a very conscious, explicit policy to guarantee approval.
And obviously the government to invest in women's health, in addition to having women on boards, both private sector and public sector. We all know that money is power and power is money, so obviously there is investment in health from early childhood, and in order to increase the access to education, and also access to representation, that is important. When it comes to Pakistan, I think obviously there is no Pakistan difficult to compare, because there we have different
There are so many strands that we work on. But let me start with the event of the day and the very outset to say Happy International Women's Day 2020. First and foremost, we recognize that in spite of the talent and the potential that women have, in the economy, for instance, their participation are very low. Before I came here, I learned that there are a group of women, and a significant one, that are called home-based workers. And I was wondering why they call them home-based workers. It's simply because they are not allowed to go outside and get the opportunity to generate wealth for their household. So we are working around that. We want to make sure that those women who are working in the homes have the opportunity to step outside, to be able to link up with technology, to be able to interface with other enterprises and access markets truly for their potential and get employment and create wealth.
To everyone over here, I don't think that there's enough times we can say that. I absolutely love that question, because whenever I meet someone and I tell them what Connect Here is all about and how we want to make a difference in Pakistan for women with disabilities, persons with disability, for the deaf community, because I'm raised by deaf parents and I have seen their potential. The biggest challenge that I faced when I started as a 19-year-old was, this is a very, very nice project. You're very emotional about it, of course, because of your gender. And you're going to work on it, you're going to make a difference. But it's a very cute project, as we Gen Zs would say, very cute project. Nobody took what we wanted to do seriously. Nobody thought that we could work on a social issue and impact business and make it sustainable. So I think more than talking, we had to prove ourselves by doing the work. We started making videos in sign language. We started going up to people and telling them that, why don't you include persons with disabilities in your space? We are going to show you how it is done. And it was a struggle of 7 years, after which people stopped looking at us
in terms in the inclusion and empowerment. It is, can I have my glasses? It's difficult for me to read. Thank you. With vocational skills to utilize their potential and also to save them from economic exploitation. By using digital platforms, our women can overcome many of the barriers they might encounter in traditional job pursuits. We need
से दिल मेरा